Thank you for joining me on Love Them Knives channel. This is LTK. Kershaw Strobe 1086. KVT bearings, not an assisted opening knife. Diskin, matte Diskin design. Made in China. Yeah, the 1086. Nice stonewash blade. I like the design of this knife. That's why I bought it. I wanted to check it out. It was pretty inexpensive, so I thought, wow, ooh. You know, sometimes you go like, wow, and then you go, because it's so cheap, you go, ooh, how maybe not good is this? But, I mean, the design kind of overwhelms you and you go, yeah. I mean, it doesn't cost much, obviously, which makes me a little suspect. But on the other hand, it's not a huge risk either, is it? So you get the knife. Deep carry pocket clip. Right or left hand carry. See how the pocket clip goes down through here? And it can go down through here. And you got that screw here, the screw here. Tip up, liner lock, about 25% lockup. Not a very expensive knife, and I was going to try and pull out the spec sheet. Yeah, barely $21, 3.3 inch blade. GFN handle. Did I say G10? Because GFN is not exactly G10. It's a synthetic. It's grippy. Got one really good review on here. Apparently, 5-star. Overall length, 7.5. Blade length, 3.3. HCR 13 MOV, made in China. Tip up, right hand. Well, I don't know if you can go left on this then. It looks like you can. And there you go. And it resembles the Diskin Hunter. KVT bearings. Nice and smooth. And it is. They are not a liar. And here's stonewashed. The glass-filled nylon. Good grip on it. There you go. China. Everyday carry. And yes, it is. And yes, that's some good grippy stuff. And what's really cool about it is it's a handful, and I like it being a handful. 15.3 millimeters thick, 0.6, 0.6 of an inch thick. That's pretty thick. Now, what's the blade stock? Probably under 3 millimeters, but let's find out. Let's get on here. 0.11 of an inch, 2.9. About 3 millimeters. So that's not bad. But it's a liner lock because it's got this glass-filled nylon scale over the top, which also acts as an over-travel stop. KVT bearings, flips open great. It's not centered. It's not horrible, but it's not centered. That came that way, and I don't know if I can do anything about it. Nah, it's pretty tight. It's already, yeah, if I loosened it, it'd even be worse. And it's as tight as I want to make it. So yeah, it's just going to be that way. It's not horrible. It's a good little knife. It feels good in the hand. It's comfortable. No hot spots. And I don't know. They said right hand. Now, maybe you can only do that pocket clip like that. I didn't try and change it over. So there's the little screw in there. Maybe it's different. But to me, it looks like it would work either way because you've got that little cutout on the end. both ways. Looks like it. I don't know. So, yes, I don't know everything, and I didn't take it apart to try and check out to see if I could switch that over. Fit and finish is good. It's got a nice textured backspacer on here that rolls around so it can, make contact in the palm of your hand. There's no jimping here on top of the blade or on top of the scales. You've got this flipper tab that protects your hand from flying forward and going onto the blade. It really fits the hand pretty well. It's not a very big knife, but it's not tiny. Yeah, about 3 1/4, 3 1/8, depending on how you want to measure it. Little over 8 centimeter blade and almost 19 overall as far as centimeters go. 7 3/8 overall length. If you look at the little Kershaw Showtime, this is a bigger knife, isn't it? This one here, bigger knife. Now, if you look at the Kershaw Ferrite, these two are about the same size. This one's smaller. This one's not even quite 3-inch blade. Just a little. I mean, I measured it was like 2 7/8 on my tape. So, yeah, smaller knife. Not a big fan of assisted opening, which these two are. And they're also real slick steel scales. Not a big fan of that either. I just need, if it's a working man knife, and these knives are priced to be, a real user, everyday user, then I like this. It fits in my hand better. It's fatter, thicker, easier to get a grip on. Stonewash is really good on this. How's the factory edge? Well, let's find out. Ooh, this one's really good. Yeah, that's really good. That's they kind of vary a little bit. But this particular one, yeah. It's a great cutting grind, isn't it? You could slice, you got piercing, just a good all-around blade grind. Like this design, Diskin design. It's really, this is cool. Nice in that regard. Let's have a look at the weight, shall we? 4.4, so that's right in the EDZ zone, isn't it? 124 grams. Because it's kind of a fatty. Yeah. Interesting. No lanyard hole. That might have been nice. I don't know how it fit into this design. Maybe if you'd have gone out with your backspacer and made it kind of integrated into the backspacer, that might have been interesting. I don't know. But right now, it doesn't have one. It's not a big deal to me. I don't use lanyards much, especially when you got a deep carry clip, so it kind of disappears in your pocket anyhow. Although, sometimes then you've got nothing to grab onto when it's deep carry, so a lanyard kind of can help. But no, even though this blade centering is not right on, the price is pretty good. And it's not real heavy. The action's great, and it's not an assisted opening. It's KVT, so it's a nice bearing, like the big boys are, with bearings. Like the big boys, the ZT guys. It's nice to have bearings, not assisted. Just saying. Yeah. Another bearings, not assisted. Yeah, big difference. And that makes this nice. And wow, what a great price, I think. you know. And for that price, yeah, could you get, you know, you could go get the Chinese, get the Ganzo, that's got bearings. You know, you can get, but for that price range, you're kind of looking at not a lot of other knives, because even if you go to a CRKT, well, this is going to be 40. So this is going to be double of that. So this is not a bad buy for that. It really isn't. It doesn't really have a lot of competition out there for the kind of options it's got, the kind of setup it has. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. I like it. Thank you for joining me. Yes, I think I could carry this. This strobe is a nice knife. I wish it was centered better. It's not way off, and it's not rubbing the scale or anything, so no harm, no foul there. But if it was centered, it'd be really just all together, wouldn't it? Especially for the price. And it's sharp out of the box. I'm impressed with this one. I really am. It feels good in the hand too. I love that Diskin design. Wow. What do you think? Yeah, I'm all up with this. I don't think there's a lot of competition at $20 on this kind of knife, unless you go like way less expensive Chinese, you know, like the Sanrenmu stuff. And they make some really good knives. This is the only one I've got of the Sanrenmu. But you know, that kind of route. Really, for a Kershaw, and if you want to stay with an American brand at least, then I think you could do much worse. I'm really warming up to this knife. Great action. Feels good in the hand. Thanks for joining me. Take care. We love them knives. Stay sharp. Subscribe. Then you can stay in tune with what's all going on our channel, including the giveaways, which are for subscribers only. Just saying. Peace.